I often hear my friends say that doing laundry is their most hated chore. It drags. The sorting, folding, the hanging, none of it is hard or even labor intensive, but somehow it takes forever. It lingers. It waits for you. In a sense, I feel them. Not exactly about laundry though. I work from home and I don't have any children, so laundry days are usually pretty light. But that dragging feeling, that's how I feel about posting my work. Since I started doing this little vlog thing, people have told me they wanted more. Longer videos, more episodes, more consistency. But as a perfectionist, it's a hard balance finding when it's done and when to stop critiquing what feels like my dirty laundry. I always ask myself the inevitable question, what if this isn't good? That has probably been the question I asked myself the most over the last year and a half. Every single vlog, from the writing to the shooting, to the editing, to hitting upload, every single video. And I know this isn't just an artist thing. Even if you're not one, you've questioned yourself in your career, as parents, as students, as friends. We live in this world of instant gratification. Everything is immediate. Endless streaming, endless content, endless access. There is always something to consume, something newer, something funnier, more polished. And I feel like I'm playing catch up. Not only that, my life is boring. Nobody cares. And then I just feel like I need to make the vlogs better. When I make these videos, I put a lot of pressure on myself. But the more I post, the more I realize how wrong I am. Nobody cares about my match cuts. Nobody cares about the special effects. Nobody cares about the composition. What they hold on to is feeling, recognition, vulnerability. They want to feel seen, or maybe even just for a moment, they want to feel less alone. I've noticed that those don't come from the most polished moments. They come from the honest ones, the accidental ones, the moments that you feel aren't good enough to share. As I'm doing this little video stuff, I'm reminded that capturing the little things matter. The ordinary, mundane things, the things that happen around us every single day that are somehow still stranger than fiction. A look, pause, the way the light hits the room. Those tiny human moments we miss because they feel too small. But that's the stuff that stays. The stuff that makes us laugh, cry, reach out to someone. That's the stuff that makes us human. Maybe I need to stop asking myself, what if this isn't good? Maybe the better question is, what if it is? What if it doesn't need to be perfect to be worth sharing? What if being seen is more important than being polished? Maybe that's all it is. Maybe I just need to get back to my laundry. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching and making it to this part of the video. Since getting back from California, I've learned that the connection that we share is through these honest and messy moments. We as people spend a lot of time curating our lives for other people's enjoyments and forget how impactful the ordinary things can be. So I wanted to pass two questions off to you. What's one thing that you've been holding back on sharing or even starting because you're afraid it's not good enough? When was the last time that something that you considered an ordinary moment made a huge impact on you? And that could be anything from impacting your day, your week, your work shift, your year, like anything. For me, what I've been holding back on is starting my TikTok. And I mean, I have a TikTok, but I don't use it. And I think the thing that's holding me back on this TikTok is, there's a couple reasons. I think one of the biggest reasons is like me feeling like I'm late or I'm not good enough, or like, what would I even talk about? And I'm sure a lot of this thinking is because I don't typically use TikTok. That's not like what I usually consume for social media, but I'm making it a goal of mine to get more into TikTok by focusing a little bit more on short form content. this year. So we'll see what happens. And to answer the second question, something that I consider ordinary to have a huge impact on me is filming myself. I started taking my camera with me everywhere and filming pretty much everything that's interesting. And sometimes that's me. So I would love to hear your stories down below. I can't wait to read them. Don't forget to like and subscribe if any of this resonated with you. And please remember that your work is worth sharing. Your voice is worth hearing, and your art is worth feeling. Peace out, y'all. See you next time.